Good morning.
Hi.
Hi, this is Lauren. Hi, Lauren.
Hi.
So,
Dr. Kajiki, how are you?
good. Lauren is Skyping with me here right now. She's kind of all over the country, so I'm not going to say where she's from because she'll be in somewhere different in a month from now.
Right.
So she's all over the country. But I wanted to do this follow up video because you made such amazing, amazing progress. And I really have to tell the world about your success here. So let's talk about, first of all, how did you hear about me?
I'm on a thyroid support group page here where we live, and somebody suggested you.
Oh,
So I,
okay.
I, I've been trying a bunch of other doctors and places, and so after I talked with you in the first consultation, and everything just sounded kind of like the track I wanted to go on. It was something I haven't tried before.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, hey, we'll give it a shot. But yeah, I found out from you about you from a recommendation from a online support group.
Spark group. Okay, great. And when you first contacted me, what kinds of symptoms, problems were you having at the time?
Um, I was having severe fatigue to the point where I was unable to really get off the couch. I would sleep 9, 10 hours at night and then get up and do the bare minimum just to get through to nap time and get through to bedtime. So severe fatigue, which I think led to also severe depression because I was not able to do a whole lot,
Right.
and it made life really hard because it's not how I was, not how I've always been in my life.
Yeah.
I also had some, pretty bad digestive issues, some really bad diarrhea that was pretty constant throughout the day. Digestive issues.
Right. I mean, to the point to where you were scared to leave the house.
Yes, yes, yeah. Like especially in the morning hours, I did not want to leave because it was so frequent.
Yeah, and
Uh,
unpredictable.
yes, yes, yes. So that was another big issue that I was hoping to maybe get some answers to that
Hmm.
nobody else, the previous two doctors I went to, nobody else seemed to know what to do for it. Um, but yeah, those are kind of
Yeah.
like the
Okay.
depression, fatigue, anxiety
Right.
I
And
was having.
you had a lot of brain fog as well.
Yes,
We
I
were talking
did.
about.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. So we talked a little bit, and it sounded like this is something that you wanted to pursue. So we started working together. And I know at the time, I know it seems like a long time ago, but at the time, the IBS was the most pressing issue. Like I had to find a way to stop this, otherwise you wouldn't get out of the house.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Um,
So
yeah, that was a real urgent situation, and so we worked on that. But I think we got it totally resolved after like 3 or 4 weeks.
we did. So just surprisingly, the work that we did right in the beginning, it pretty much resolved it. And now I haven't had any issues with it in months, which is
Wow.
amazing, amazing and life changing. So
And so, talk about your fatigue because you've got, I think, 3 kids and you've got a lot of running around to do. I mean, how's your fatigue levels now?
right, right, right. So I'm a stay-at-home mom to little kids, and so the fatigue just wasn't happening because they weren't. I don't get any days off with being a mom.
Right.
So yeah, so the fatigue is much better. I wake up and I feel energized in the mornings, and I'm able to get through the day. I do take a little nap, but I'm able to get through the day, and it's been great. It's been life changing as well.
Yeah.
So.
So, you're so much more productive now that you can actually, like you said, get off the couch and do things and take care of your kids and take them places.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, and yeah, so I have the energy to keep up with them again, which has been really great. So
Right. And I don't ever like talking about it, but I want to congratulate you on it. You just mentioned to me that you lost some weight.
I did, yes, I've lost 18 pounds. So that's been like just like an added bonus. I mean, that was coming
Yes.
into this, I just was more worried about the symptoms that we talked about, but losing the weight has been great as well. It's definitely a wonderful added bonus. So
Good. I like that you see it that way because for me too, it's an added bonus. Like we don't try to do it, and I want to mention to people too that you didn't exercise at all.
no,
Right? There was no requirement to exercise. I didn't restrict you on your calories.
no,
I didn't restrict you on how many times you could eat per day.
mm-mm.
I didn't restrict you on the quantity of food you ate. Now I did restrict you on what you could eat, but that's what got you better too.
It did. And really, I mean, I think it was, I mean, it was such a blessing because I was eating so poorly and I didn't realize how much it was affecting me. But just changing the diet in the way that you taught me, I mean, I feel so much better. And of course, like it's a lifestyle change that really will help me for the rest of my life, as well as for my kids and my family, because my family now eats like that too.
Yeah, great. Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you were to give like one piece of advice to people who are watching this, because people are going to search this out, they're going to see someone with Hashimoto's and brain fog and fatigue. I mean, what's the one thing you would tell them that could help them?
Um, I would say to really give it your all. I mean, I was very hesitant. I remember that first phone call. I was like, oh my goodness, I love food,
Yeah.
but and I do, but I see what I can eat versus what I can't, and I've started to learn how to make some really great things. But I think I'm so glad I stuck to it, because now that I see such a difference in my life, and how I feel, it really does. It really is worth it. The first time I talked, I was like, no way. But I didn't realize food had that much power over my life.
Yeah.
Sadly. So I'm so glad. I think my main thing advice would be just to stick to it, because really it does help and it is worth it.
Right. Great. Great. So, if you were to give us an overall percentage on how much better you feel now, what percentage would you say you're at?
Sure, I would say a lot of. I mean, most of my symptoms, like the IBS, the depression, the fatigue, the IBS and the depression, I would say are at like 100%. I mean, I was feeling pretty bad in both those areas. In fact, I thought those are probably two of the most pressing issues, and I would say I'm about 100% in those. The fatigue, I still have a little bit to work on with that, as we're working on adrenals.
Mm-hmm.
We're still working on that, but I mean, it's been about 75% better, and
Nice.
just what, the 6 months we've been working.
Yeah.
And I've been feeling like extreme fatigue my whole life. It just got to be a rock bottom. So, and to feel this much better in 6 months, I have a lot of hope for what we can continue to do. So
Wonderful. Great. Well, thank you so much for doing this. That's wonderful. You give people a lot of hope, knowing that this can be resolved even after years and years.
right. It's so worth it, and yeah, it's just been life changing, and I'm so thankful. So
Right. Okay. Thank you so much, Lauren. Appreciate it.
sure, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.